Can you check on that? Okay. This is what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about self-esteem. Are you tired of worrying if you're going to pass that test? Well, I'm here to strive to help you implement change. This is relevant because every single one of us deal with self-esteem. Whether it's positive, negative, low, or high, we all deal with it. I am credible to give you this speech because I have done extensive research on this topic, and I will provide my resources at the end of the speech. So, what is self-esteem and why is it important? So, self-esteem is confidence in one's self and self-worth and their abilities. So, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your abilities to accomplish daily things? So it can cause, if you have low self-esteem, it can cause spiraling depression and anxiety and many other disorders that you are going to need to handle. So if we have a low self-esteem, say we're taking a test, here's our low self-esteem, then we're going to have negative thoughts because we're going to think, oh, I'm going to bomb this test, I'm not going to do it. Well, that's going to cause high anxiety and poor performance, right? You're stressing out, I can't do this test, I am going to fail. Well, guess what? You failed because you freaked out. So if I fail, I'm going to blame myself, and it's a repeating cycle that you have to implement change, and I'm going to tell you how to do that. So my goal is to teach you how to change your self-esteem, how to make it better. So first we're going to find the root cause. This can be anywhere from a childhood trauma to a traumatic experience. Number two is to accept yourself, right? If you don't accept yourself, then you're not going to be able to move forward. Number third, stop comparing yourself to others, right? Because there's always going to be this skinny blonde who is successful, but who knows? I might be smarter. You have to stop comparing yourself to others in order to move forward because there's always going to be someone better than you. And then step number 4 is to establish a sense of purpose, right? Whether that be the role of a mother, the role of a wife, daughter, whether it be in your work or in your schooling, you have to establish what you believe in and what you want for yourself in order to continue. And step number 5 is to do your best, because if we fail, at least we know that we did our best. And step number 6, take self-care seriously. This doesn't have to be a face mask and a mani-pedi. This can be playing video games, going for a run, taking a nap, whatever will rejuvenate yourself and make you ready for what's next. And then last step is to challenge yourself. You can't climb the ladder if you don't take the step. You have to try and you have to challenge yourself because that's how you get successful. So we all handle this differently, and in fact, between the years 2015 and 2019, the rates were extremely high for low self-esteem. So if you look at the handout that I gave you, it shows you stats of what can make your self-esteem plummet. So the higher the graph, the further on the graph that it goes, is how much you're lowering your self-esteem. So many things can affect this, whether it be compulsive disorder, bipolar disorder, OCD, or drugs, alcohol. Anything like that can make your self-esteem go low. So, and many aspects are not covered. This is one of the things that I could sit here and talk about hours for, because so many things play into your self-esteem, and you see your self-esteem in your relationships and your work, your everyday life, your daily tasks. This is what you find. And so just to recap, we have our self-esteem, what it is, it's self-worth and our abilities and what we think of ourselves and our self-respect. We have our repeating circle once we enter our low self-esteem, to our negative thoughts, to our high anxiety and poor performance, to failure, and then to self-blame. And we're going to implement that change by using these 7 steps. Step number 1, find the root cause. Step number 2, accept yourself. Step number 3, stop comparing yourself to others. Step number 4, establish a sense of purpose. Step number 5, do your best. Step number 6, take self-care seriously. And step number 7 is to challenge yourself. And don't forget that many things can affect your self-esteem. If you want to implement change, it all starts with inside yourself. Now that I am finished with the speech, I'm going to go ahead and give you my resources. Frontier.org, lifehack.org, betterhealth.gov, windowofhopecounseling.org, psycom.net, ehealth.com, and semanticscholar.org.